back then, claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did you let it go miss? How she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some.
It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge game, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here? And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
27 on the play. 1st down, Panthers.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. A A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Okay, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
37-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check, 59. All right, T, let's check 3.
Now they hand off to Coleman. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
He can run for it, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyrod Taylor, his first touchdown on the year, and the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. But guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Panther first down.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Panthers 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Coleman has it here right side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But Devontae Freeman may be the final of the big-name dominoes to fall in the offseason. And now, how about this? He gets a chance to play against the Falcons right away, a team that he spent 6 seasons with while compiling close to 6,000 yards from scrimmage. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down, even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch something.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards the pickup there.
48-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism. Great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their body when they run their routes.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. And a Panther 1st down.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. They find some open field here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
First good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Number 12. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Tua. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kevin Coleman with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Panthers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First down, Panthers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, You can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the turnover, it's Tua. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On play action, here's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And the Panther first down.
Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Now a timeout taken. And perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. It's third.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum
to a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
The 2-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score.
Touchdown.
Devontae Freeman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
2 and now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Forced to the ground.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Lamarcus Joyner to the pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Jason Sanders for the extra.
And growing pains as an NFL QB, they're going to happen. He's played pretty well in this one. They still have the lead, but those moments, interceptions, pick six is occasionally going to happen.
Rookie. It happens, right? Just what you mentioned. He played pretty well in this game, and now his teammates will jump in and go, okay, we're having a good game. That's one blip. Let's go ahead and get back on track right here, right now, and we'll be okay.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Take over first and 10. At their own 34-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On second down, it's Coleman. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now Garoppolo. Caught left side, Hopkins. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. 30.
Pass some
10.
of this. Pass some of
And
this.
he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march for the chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, but you would think could absorb that contact.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Schuster.
A very solid gain of 27.
And the Panther 1st down.
21.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick.
Buffalo's pass intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's got room. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tua going to throw. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First down, Carolina.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards in the Panther first down.
First down, Panthers.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Gain of 4 yards.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, we call that a very strong gain of 24. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Coleman the ball.
Good gain there on first down. That keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. Coleman, the first down and a little extra. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
37-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Going deep here for Watkins. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
The ball carrier.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. From midfield, here's Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Caught by number 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McCoy. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.